Picture this. Seneca, the renowned Stoic philosopher, after years of absence, decides to revisit his rural estate. As he journeys back, perhaps he anticipates the comfort of familiar surroundings, the nostalgia of returning to a place once full of life and activity. Yet, upon arrival, he is greeted not by the vibrant estate of his memories, but by a scene of unmistakable decline. The once meticulously kept gardens are now overrun, the trees barren, and the structures showing the unmistakable signs of neglect. This poignant moment sets the stage for a profound introspection on aging and the passage of time. As he wanders through his property, Seneca is struck by a powerful metaphor unfolding before his eyes. The crumbling walls, the withered branches, they are not just markers of neglect, but symbols of the inevitable decay that time imparts on all things. This realization brings a moment of clarity. Just as his estate has succumbed to the ravages of time, so too does the human condition. It is an unavoidable truth that everything in the natural world, including ourselves, is subject to the relentless march of time. In this moment of reflection, Seneca turns to his friend Lucilius, sharing his thoughts through a letter. He writes not just as a philosopher musing on abstract concepts, but as a man confronted with the tangible reality of life's impermanence. His words convey a mix of surprise, acceptance, and a newfound understanding. The estate's decline becomes a personal allegory for Seneca, a mirror reflecting his own aging process and the transient nature of all earthly things. This is a pivotal moment for Seneca. The realization of his estate's decay resonates deeply, leading him to ponder the broader implications of aging. He considers how, in the grand scheme of life, the years seem to pass swiftly, leaving changes, both subtle and profound, in their wake. It's a moment that transforms his perception, shifting his view from one of mere observation to a deeper, more philosophical understanding of the human experience. In true Stoic fashion, Seneca doesn't dwell on this revelation with sorrow or regret. Instead, he embraces it as a fundamental truth of existence. This acceptance is a cornerstone of his philosophy, the understanding that aging, decay, and change are not to be feared or mourned, but acknowledged as natural parts of life's cycle. It's a moment of transformation, where bewilderment gives way to enlightenment, and Seneca finds himself at peace with the inevitability of life's progression. As Seneca concludes his letter to Lucilius, he imparts a message that transcends time and place. He writes of the beauty in acceptance, the strength found in understanding, and the tranquility that comes from embracing life's natural rhythms. This correspondence, laden with personal revelation and philosophical insight, offers a timeless reflection on how we might perceive and navigate the advancing years of our own lives. Fast forward 2,000 years from Seneca's era to our present day. We live in an age where scientific advancements and improved living standards have significantly extended the human lifespan. The challenges and opportunities of aging, once a distant concern, are now central to many of our lives. In this context, Seneca's ancient wisdom takes on new meaning and relevance. How do his reflections on the nature of aging resonate in a world where living into one's 80s, 90s, or even beyond is increasingly common? We explore this question, drawing parallels between Seneca's time and ours, and uncovering the timeless truths in his philosophy that apply even in our technologically advanced age. Today's society often views aging through a lens of apprehension and anxiety. Concerns about health, relevance, and purpose in later life dominate the discourse. There's a collective struggle with the concept of growing old, often seen as a decline rather than a natural, meaningful phase of life. This is where Seneca's insights become particularly poignant. His philosophy offers a stark contrast to modern attitudes, presenting a framework for understanding and embracing the later years not as a time of loss, but as a period rich with potential for growth and introspection. Seneca's teachings, rooted in Stoicism, provide a guide to finding contentment and purpose in our later years. He emphasizes the value of inner tranquility and acceptance, virtues that are increasingly relevant as we confront the complexities of modern life. His perspective encourages us to reevaluate our priorities and find fulfillment in aspects of life beyond the material and the ephemeral. In an age where the pursuit of youth and the fear of aging are pervasive, Seneca's approach offers a refreshing and empowering alternative. Seneca's views challenge us to redefine what it means to live a full and meaningful life in the context of increased longevity. With more people living longer, the question arises: how should we spend these extra years? Seneca's philosophy suggests that the answer lies not in a perpetual chase after youthfulness, but in embracing the wisdom and serenity that can come with age. His perspective encourages us to focus on cultivating our inner lives, nurturing relationships, and contributing to our communities in ways that are compatible with our changing capacities. Seneca, through his contemplative writings, presents a compelling counter-narrative to the dread of aging. He observed that many people, regardless of their age, waste their lives pursuing superficial goals, like accumulating wealth or seeking validation from others. These pursuits, he argued, often lead to a life of regret and unfulfillment. In contrast, Seneca champions the later years as a time for personal growth and self-reflection. He suggests that the wisdom gained through a lifetime of experiences can lead to a deeper, more meaningful understanding of ourselves and the world around us. In The Shortness of Life, Seneca reflects on the illusion that youth will last forever and the folly of postponing true living for some future date. He criticizes the societal tendency to value youth and physical vitality above all else, pointing out that such an approach to life can lead to a shallow existence. Instead, he encourages embracing each phase of life for its unique qualities and lessons. The Stoic view challenges us to reconsider our relationship with aging, seeing it as an opportunity for continued development rather than a period of decline. Seneca observed that in our younger years, our happiness is often tied to tangible successes and societal accolades. However, as we grow older, our understanding of joy matures. He suggests that true contentment comes from within, a state of peace and acceptance that is not dependent on external circumstances. In old age, the relentless pursuit of pleasure and recognition gives way to a deeper appreciation for life's simple, enduring joys. This period is an opportunity to reflect on our experiences, savor our achievements, and find satisfaction in our personal growth and the legacy we leave behind. In his writings, Seneca emphasizes the beauty of simplicity that accompanies aging. Freed from the desires and ambitions that often drive our earlier years, we are able to enjoy a purer form of happiness. This simplicity allows us to appreciate the present moment, find joy in our connections with others, and engage in pursuits that nourish our souls. Seneca encourages us to view this stage of life as a time of liberation from the incessant demands of ego and societal expectations. Stoics did not shy away from the topic of mortality. Seneca argued for a graceful acceptance of life's final act, seeing the fear of death as a hindrance to living fully. By accepting our mortality, we free ourselves to truly appreciate the moments we have, living each day with purpose and gratitude. Dying well is an art that complements the art of living well. It's about greeting the end with a sense of completeness, having fulfilled one's purpose, and embraced life's experiences with gratitude. This approach is not about seeking death, but about being prepared for it, so that when our time comes, we can face it with a sense of peace, having made peace with ourselves and the world. He teaches us that a life well lived is the best preparation for a dignified and serene departure.